Well, hey there, hi there, ho there. It's You Hate to See It. My name's Adam, and I'm drinking a combination of wild nectar hard juice, passionate lime, with simply spiked strawberry lemonade.
This is my least favorite Adam arc. Is the hey there, ho there.
This
This is my least favorite
That's
Adam
right.
intro arc.
We've been in that arc for a while. So.
It's still my least favorite.
All right. Hey, where you hate to see it, but you...
Love to eat it.
No. Oh,
Love
you...
to taste it.
No, you hate to see it, but love to hear it. I'm Adam.
I think we might run into some copyright trouble there. I think.
I'm Jeff. I'm drinking the Bud Light Seltzer still, and might make another mule here in a second.
Have Nick's Black Hawks
Absolutely
IPA.
not. That you gave us each one, and I drank mine. So
I'm drinking.
Nico.
I'm Nick. Thanks, Mom.
I am your grandmother, reincarnated. as a
Oh,
white
hey,
man.
go back 2 episodes for that little plug, which somehow turned into literally like 2 minutes of context. But I'm drinking Coors Banquet,
And the Black Hawks IPA that's yet to be opened.
What is this? 9 mil Luger, 55 grain. I don't know what the grain of this round.
It blows up.
I think we should all be worried right now. We should put that round in a corner.
Let me tell you, soft strikes, horrifying.
Yeah, you have a little too many.
A little too many soft strikes. That's because I was buying dog shit ammo.
I don't know, man. Seems
And then
like
some random guy gave you ammo with melted gloves on it.
I know. Alex wants that ammo.
real bad.
He really wants that. Alex is just like, hey man, I got you gonna give me some 357? And I'm like, Alex, I would never hold. I want you to know, I never want to be the one holding this gun while shooting this ammunition. This shit scares me.
Give it to him.
No, because his mom's gonna fucking come to my head and be like, why is my son's hand gone?
I don't see an issue here.
The rest of us do. So yeah, I mean, like, I guess
We're talking about illicit affairs in our utes.
yeah, kind of how we got to being alcoholics, sitting in front of podcast mics, I guess. Because I feel like, I mean, we have a lot of stories together. I don't know if
We've told like all of our stories.
Together,
I'm sure there's
Together.
more. Yeah, I'm sure there's more. But you know, 2 of us have brain injuries, and Nick's fucking stupid. So
Fucking beta.
you
I
beta male.
still don't get this. I'm
Fucking
So
beta.
fucking submissive and breathable.
I legally am not allowed to outward aggress my my anger due to the several permits I have.
So what kind of bitch are you that you have to hide behind a gun?
I've seen videos like that. It's like, come on, dude, fucking, you a pussy? Put the gun down. And then there's just one gunshot, and then he's just crying on the ground, and it's like, dude, like I don't get how this is where you ended
But
up.
do
in
you
life.
feel masculine when you do that to people?
I've never shot a man. But I haven't. I don't know why you're looking at me like
I
that.
don't know, man. I think that's up to debate.
I don't know what the debate is. I've never
also
shot a
feel
person.
like if Nick,
You've definitely cum shot a man.
Nick is definitely, from what we've heard stories wise, with like him shooting at the range, is definitely a person that's going to pull a gun and then it's going to misfire, soft strike, whatever, and it's just going to be a bad time for Nick because his gun is still on.
The fucking tinkering I did.
Somehow Nick has the least trustworthy firearms I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
I would trust someone from the 1700s with their fucking musket rifle more than I would trust.
Are
Nick
you
to defend me.
saying you don't trust the work I did by myself in my own house with a hammer on
Not
my
the
Taurus?
hammer of the gun, not the hammer of the gun, which is a part of a gun. A hammer is a
It's
part
really,
of a gun.
there's no. I don't.
like,
I don't own. Actually, I own one hammer fired. It's my 1911's hammer fired. Everything else is striker fired.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, back to whatever the fuck I was saying, which I don't remember.
I have not killed people.
Allegedly. Yeah, I don't know.
Nick's
We
never killed anyone. Guns
I mean,
kill people.
Adam and I. Oof.
Holy shit!
Adam and I mean, we had a childhood and teenage years that involved substances.
I didn't have any weed until after high school. I
I
don't know
have-
why you're bringing me into this.
Nah, you
I have
you
never
had a bad
smoked
life.
weed ever in my life.
Am I the only one
ATF.
with stories of horrible times that I had? Nice.
The first time I had alcohol, like my dad made me try beer at 12, and was like, "Yeah, that's piss. Don't have it." And then the next time I had alcohol,
and then we were recording a podcast hammered in his
well,
basement.
and then the next time I had alcohol, I was 17 playing junior hockey.
The first time I had alcohol was at my grandmother's probably 87th birthday, I think. I was 16. My cousin, because like at my grandma's birthday, the tradition was everyone does tequila shots. And my cousin came in, my cousin Lindsay comes in and is like, "Hey, come here." And I'm like, "Okay." And I stand in like the hallway, like so that no one can see me. She goes, "Take this and then drink this." And it's like a shot of tequila and then like a Sprite. And she's like, "Do this and then do this." I'm like, "Huh, this is awful." And then I proceeded to drink 2 shots of Seagram's whiskey.
yeah, the Canadian whiskey. Yeah,
It's really bad.
yeah, it's not good.
And then I ate half a carton of ice cream because I thought it would help the burn. It did not. That was my introduction to alcohol.
Oh my god.
I would have Adderall in high school, but that was for
I
completely
was-
different
I-
reasons.
I-
It was illegally, but it was for completely different
I was
reasons.
prescribed to
episode-
Vyvanse.
This episode's been going for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and I have, in that 5 or 6 minutes, realized that I am the problem.
Yeah, I started drinking heavily because of you.
Yeah.
Well, not because, but like
yeah.
you gave me the alcohol.
I started drinking heavily before I met you guys, so
Wow, I think we're about to deep dive into a little bit of just
I
past.
know,
that we're
I
not
was
I've heard
ready
this.
for.
I've heard some stories from like Kyle.
I've had Adderall, but I'm very autistic and
Did you hear
terrible
about-
at math and science.
Did you hear about when I would take over the counter like medication stuff on a large dose to get high?
Was Benadryl? Did you ever see
No.
spiders? Have you seen the kids doing fucking like macro dosing Benadryl?
Yeah.
No.
That shit's insane.
Yeah.
If you macro dose Benadryl, you get like a very similar high to shrooms, but like 9 times out of 10, and like they've like from all accounts, if you macro dose Benadryl, you see spiders.
Well, shit. All right. Well,
What over the counter drugs can I get high on?
Robitussin.
Can I snort it?
No, it comes in gel capsules
Oh,
or the liquid cough medicine version.
this is uncomfortable.
Well, my friend and I won't say his name, but
Bleep. Jeff's friend's name is Bleep.
he got really like addicted to it for a while. Like he was doing it every day, and like he had to take more and more every day. We at one point we were like stealing it from places to get it. If you take a shit ton of Robitussin, though, you hallucinate.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever had hallucinations on anything.
There was a time that also Dramamine or whatever. The motion sickness.
Drama.
the motion sickness stuff. I know what you're talking
the motion sickness stuff. If you take the entire
about. Dramamine, maybe?
Dramamine, yeah. If you take the entire bottle, you will see some shit. There was a time we took it. We used to back when phones had like SD cards and stuff.
I'm pretty sure they still do.
Well, I
They-
mean, like
they
SD
do,
cards that like you would pop the back off. Your battery was. In there,
Oh,
could,
and you had to like
that-
pull the battery out in
Yeah.
order to pull. Okay, I don't know about that.
that type of stuff. We used to record them, like us getting stupidly high, while like in my room, and God, how the fuck I got through high school, I don't know. But we would,
Drugs.
yeah, well, obviously, yeah. There was a time that we took a shit ton of Dramamine and we were sitting there, and he was sitting on like I had a large room and I had a couch in there, and he was sitting on the couch and I was sitting on the edge of my bed talking to him, and I stopped talking. I'm just staring off in the distance. He's like, "Hey, you okay?" I was like, "You see that oak tree?" He was like, he's like, "What oak tree?" I was like, "The oak tree that's just growing through maturity in my room." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "There's a tree that I saw was planted, and I'm watching it grow currently. And he he stops and he looks at it for like 10 seconds. He goes, "Oh shit, yeah, there it is." And we watched that video back next morning. We're like, "Oh man, maybe we should take a step back from our drugs."
Now, why do I want to do that?
I've never like when I was in high school, I just didn't have like the cash money to like.
Yeah,
to
we
be-
stole it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't a great person.
I never thought to commit theft.
We almost got caught once. That was wild. Dalton was also banned from a Walmart though, so, for stealing alcohol. He like took an overcoat and like block out that name by the way, because I definitely just dropped that. But he grabbed like 4 bottles of alcohol and like just walked out. And there's a secret shopper that just walked out with him. And he's like, you want to return that? And he was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, you have like 4 bottles of liquor in your coat. And he was like, "No, I don't." And he was like, "All right, yeah, we're gonna go in here and we're gonna ban you from this Walmart."
Did they give him the Walmart, or did they give him the Walmart?
Yeah, that's
Did
what
they give him the alcohol?
No, when you get banned from a Walmart, you're actually gifted the Walmart.
But yeah, so that
You
was
get
the
banned, all right, but you can only
One
take
of
what you have on you.
What another crazy story that I remember was we would sneak out and like go to parties, like random school nights and stuff. And we went to a party and he had a like Ziploc baggie of a good amount of weed. It was like a sandwich Ziploc baggie, like half full. And we were in someone's car and like me and him were smoking it. And he like loaded up a bowl. We smoked it and we went to load another bowl and he couldn't find it. But we had the windows down because it was like nice. It was probably like April or something. And we were so high. We got confused. He was like, "I don't know where the fuck the weed is." It's a lot of weed for people in high school. He was like, "What the fuck is it?" He like could not find it. We're like looking around in the back seat. And he was like, we both look at the windows and he's like, "Did it fucking fly out the window while it was just sitting on my lap?" And that entire night, that's what we thought. When we were going back to when the person was driving us back to my house, he opened the door to the car and it was just sitting on he was just sitting on it the entire time and never looked under his ass. He's like, "Oh, thank God." And then we smoked one on the way home.
I just didn't do shit in high school. When I look back at it, I just didn't.
So my only thing
I shouldn't have got a full ride.
my only thing with drugs was the Adderall, which I was a senior in high school.
How I've become a part of society that functions decently well is absolutely wild.
You manage my internet.
I manage, yeah. It's like, what the fuck are you saying?
But no, I had a guy on my hockey team my senior year of high school that he was
Vaping, bro.
prescribed Adderall, and I went and I was almost failing.
I was turning it on for you.
This fucking piece of shit.
I was almost failing 2 classes, and I was gonna be kicked off the hockey team if I didn't pass these 2 classes.
See, that's the thing. I never was like ineligible or anything. I was never bad at being smart.
Yeah, I was just okay.
It's toasty.
I don't know. What
And
it
so my teammate went and he gave me a bunch of Adderall because he was just like, "Here, when you study, take some Adderall, study, he's like, and then 20 minutes before your test, take the Adderall again, and you'll be fine."
Kids don't do drugs. Is
Is
what
it
we're getting at
illegal
with
to
this.
take?
Oh no,
Like-
I mean it was great. If you're prescribed Adderall, take
Is
it.
it illegal
Sorry,
to take a
I'm saying
prescription
kids
that you no
don't
longer
do
have a
illegal
prescription?
drugs? AKA
Okay,
something
illegal.
that's not prescribed
And-
to you is not legal.
Well, so okay,
But yeah,
so
so I literally would study my math high, and then turn around and I went to class, had the Adderall. I didn't know shit. Got a
If
B on that
anything,
math
this should be an
class.
episode that you learn about. Not only learn what stupid shit Jeff did, but like don't do that because that was fucking.
also if
But
you're like
also,
under
like-
18, stop listening to this. What the fuck's wrong with you?
That's also
True.
true. This is a 21 and Up podcast.
if you're
under
21, stop listening.
Yeah. When
But also, order some W.GG.
Help us out though.
Promo code YOUH8.
that sophomore year paper that I wrote, that 20-page paper that I wrote in like 2 days. I wrote that paper. Halfway through, I'm like, man, I can't do this. And then I remembered I had a Vyvanse left over from from my old prescription. I popped that was the last Vyvanse I ever took. I popped that Vyvanse and just fucking flew through that fucking paper because I had like detox from it and everything. So, holy shit, was that a ride? It's like the worst thing I did.
What other things did you do, Jeff?
There's
I know a few things, but I don't know if we can talk about them.
There's a time that fair enough. There's a time that we snuck out of my house
I never did
and
that either.
drank.
I didn't have friends.
Yeah, me neither, dude.
We were drinking, and like I lived right next to the fucking high school, and we're like, let's get on top of the high school, on top of like the 2-story part.
Let's put a cow on top of the high school.
And we that happened before. That's another story.
Wild to me.
Fun fact, if you don't know anything, why that's funny is cows can go upstairs, but they can't
They can
go down.
Yeah.
So they have to like get a crane to get
Yep,
the cow down.
Yuppers. So
This is
we
what happens when you live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That has
Where
to be.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is your next door neighbor.
fair enough. So we decided like let's get on top of the school. Pretty drunk. I have a backpack of alcohol, and
As you do. when
as one does,
12.
I handed it to my friend because he was on top already because he climbed the fucking pipe, and I climbed.
The pipe.
And I was climbing the pipe and I slipped, but I was drunk. I felt it was a gravel parking lot, and I fell onto the gravel. Didn't really feel it because I'm hammered. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I get back up, we go up there, we do whatever. I wake up the next morning. There are rocks in my bed, and I get up and I try to stand up, and I'm like, dude, my fucking back kills me. He's like, do you not remember falling off the roof onto gravel? And I'm like looking at my bed that has like some slight blood stains and a bunch of
There is
rocks
rocks
in
in your back.
It's just rock. Yeah, they were like stuck in my back.
I would love if time travel exists in our lifetime. I want to go back and just watch all of Jeff's stupidity because, like, I was a boring kid.
So
Jeff was an idiot
I was a druggie.
so Shannon
with
saw
your goatee.
yeah, since freshman year of high school.
fuck. Shannon saw some pictures at my grandma's funeral of like old weddings and stuff when I was like 13.
Amazing
And-
how I'm an alcoholic and somehow better in society now than I was in high school.
Shannon's like, I love how nothing has changed with you at a party. He's like, when I'm like 13, it's just me sweating, drenched on a dance floor. And she's like, nothing has changed.
You at,
Even
You've
you
only
at-
gained
you at-
200
you at
pounds,
Adam-
but that's
you at
it.
Adam's wedding. You at Dawn's wedding.
me
the
at
same
my
thing.
cousin's wedding when I was 13, drenched, sweat.
I can't
Dancing.
wait. I can't wait for Nick's wedding, and we get him so unbelievably drunk.
No, I can't. No, Shannon's like,
We'll get
you
him
better
high."
not.
Yeah, we'll get you high.
Oh God, no.
Before the vows.
Jeff fucking roofies my champagne.
I could probably pull it off.
When I was a senior in high school, I wasn't able to play on the volleyball team because I dislocated my kneecap that year.
Because you wouldn't wear the shorts.
No, we didn't wear spandex.
You didn't. but
no,
I-
no one did.
He was willing to. No one else wanted that.
No one wore spandex in men's volleyball in high school.
in high school.
No, so I didn't. I ended up being the team manager because like I was on the team 3 or 4 years, and
That's
then,
how they make you feel better, yeah.
well, again, I was injured.
That's how they make you feel better, yeah. Some of us
And
would have played through the pain, but
I couldn't.
I mean,
Some
I
of us
also
did.
went to like 2 gym classes my entire senior
I had a
year.
very dislocated wrist and still played 3 hockey games like that.
I was gonna say I broke my foot in 3 places, and when I was done with the game, I broke it in 6. So
My brothers,
I only had a puck to the head.
my brothers in Christ, I had a fucking bone bruise, and I was a right
Oh
side
my
hitter.
god.
A bone. You had a contusion.
What part of
No,
the
bone bruises are microscopic fractures in the bone.
Yeah, I had 3 of those, and then I had 6 full complete fractures.
I'm
I'm
not going to explain to these mock show alpha men. Fucking, I'm sorry. I didn't
beta.
want to shear my meniscus
the beta,
going for a hit.
the beta,
the beta fucking
male,
coming in hot right
Fuck.
the beta male thinking he can take over the alphas all of a sudden, but realizing that he's a little bit.
I didn't want to fucking shear my meniscus in half.
Fun fact: I played like 2 more seasons after that, so I mean, like, really, who's the
Fuck.
bitch?
now. The only time I've missed hockey was I got a puck to the collarbone that broke my collarbone and my arm went.
Dude,
And
can
as
we?
a hockey goalie,
I'm so
that's
excited
an
you.
important part is having movability.
I am so excited you said this because I've been thinking about just the collarbone in general for like the drive up here. The collarbone is
Why?
fucking stupid. I mean, it's not. But like the
Is it
bio.
because of photosynthesis?
No, the bio.
Just because you don't understand
How
how
green
plants
works. How the color green
because you
works
don't
on a
understand
plant.
chlorophyll doesn't mean you can judge
No,
plants.
We were getting texts about that.
I know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember anything. I still don't know what was happening that episode. I just
You
know it
didn't.
was
You
a
don't
thing.
understand 5th grade science.
I'm not good at science. You don't understand 5th grade science.
Anyway, the fucking collarbone. Can we talk about how the collarbone is
No.
literally meant to shatter on impact, so
Yeah.
your like organs don't like.
Yeah,
turn
so
to
you say
goo?
it's stupid, but also
It's
remember
fucking
the fact,
wild.
Isn't that
just
the purpose
wild.
of almost every bone? To
No, but like
No, the
the
collarbone's
collarbone's
meant-
literally meant
yeah,
to shatter.
break. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're in a car accident, your collarbone is going to just snap because the energy is directed to your collarbone and then it breaks instead of like being turned into your ribs and like going into your organs.
Fucking up your lungs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. Fucking collarbone's a wild thing. The clavicle, if you will.
clavicle.
Dude, I love the word clavicle. The word clavicle is one of my favorite words.
It's not as good as biblioteca, but it's up there.
Well, that's not English.
You're not English.
I'm not.
Fucking Mexican.
It's been a wild interchange for the last 15 seconds. Goddamn. Absolutely.
Oh my
wild.
god. Your girlfriend texted me a photo of you and was bullying you and called you a dirty Mexican.
I love that.
I feel like she showed that to me yesterday. Was it yesterday?
I don't remember, but she texted me a photo of you, and I went, ew. And she went, I know, right? Fucking Mexicans. And I was like, so dirty. And she's like, dirty Mexican.
She sends me random like I was talking to her last night and she was like we're kind of having like a heart to heart. She's like, I do like you. I was like, yeah, I know. She's like, that's why I send you cursed food memes. I was like, that's like a way of showing someone that you fucking hate them. But yeah, that's fine.
To be fair, I started that by sending those to Emma. Like, I'll send Emma the most cursed food memes. it's
And
awful.
like she's super happy to send them though. Like she'll send them. I'm like, I hate that. And she's like, you're so fucking welcome. And I'm like, I love you, but like, fuck you. Like, god damn it.
Oh my god.
Well, and then I just get random photos of Nick's face with the caption, this fucking dirty Mexican. So,
God. Just
from, the love of his life.
I can't wait to be a dad and like have that familial call to leave. And just know.
I did not think that's where that was going. That need to not be there anymore.
I need to go out for milk and cigarettes and never come back.
And remember those cursed food memes and feel like, yeah, this is right.
I can't
Nick's
wait.
over here like, you know who was right? My father.
I can't wait to have those. But know that if I do leave, I will be hunted like a fucking... I will be hunted for sport by several people. Before my
And then
family...
when you die, your head will be hung in your family's like living room.
Like my...
like
my
a deer.
yeah,
like my family-
taxidermized everything.
my uncles would fucking...
And then we'll taxidermize his ass for drywall in the house.
My uncles would beat me if I were to leave after having a kid, but the fun part is they won't get the chance. as
That
I
piece of shit. It's like, yeah, we found him like 4 days ago. It's like he left 5. Yeah, he did not
No,
get far.
he left 3 days ago. Yeah, we know.
We sensed it.
just as I'm
he'll
as
have-
I'm
We
packing
sensed
my,
the lack of
I'm like
presence.
I'm like throwing socks in a bag, and I
Well,
open
he'll
the
have
door.
the
and it's just
he'll have the mental lapse where he'll be
I'm
like,
like sticking in the corner like Spider-Man just hopped out.
It's like it. It's like in the bathroom from it.
Or like no, like in the first Conjuring or the first Insidious movie with the
Yeah.
ghost is there.
I'm just like packing
Well,
a bag,
he'd
and you're behind
he'd
me.
have the false thought of being like, I should tell them like I'm not feeling well about this, and then like as he sends it, we're already stationed in his house, and it's like, well, we'll wait. We'll when he's about to walk
he
out the
hits
door.
signs and just hears.
He's like, huh?
Oh no!
That's fine. We've only cut a hole in the roof and broken through your attic.
You guys have just been playing Shell in my attic.
We've been peeking through at you through your air vents.
And then we'll bring it down at night when you're asleep so we can play on the big screen.
You guys have just been playing Shell in the attic while I'm like, I'm Shannon. I'm not fucking feeling this. I'm gonna be real with you.
And then that's when you hear it. It's like, oh, Adam, and you hear like 2 little plumps of us putting down the controllers, and then just and
Just the of an attic opening.
as Adam crawls out with his cryptid ass on the walls.
Just he's like Spider-Man. Holy shit!
You should be horrified.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So Nick gets his own house, is married to Shannon. You best believe I'm gonna be texting Shannon for ways to terrify Nick throughout his entire
Please
life.
no.
And Shannon will help me.
Remember, I am armed 90% of the time.
Yeah, but I'm like gonna stick a photo in that air vent with eyes peering through it, and
You think-
Shannon's gonna know it's there.
You
but
think
you're
Shannon
not.
wouldn't ruin one sexy time to have Adam terrorize you? One time you wouldn't have your gun on your hip.
One time.
She's like, he'll be butt ass naked. We know what's about to happen.
Look, listen. I try to make sure if I'm home.
I
I-
actively enjoy ruining sexy times for Nick. My Snapchat to Nick off of his girlfriend's phone.
That is true.
True.
That is true. We were talking about that last night. I'm like,
With Shannon.
no, we were. It was like me, Emma, and Grace, and I'm like, I don't know who. I like make it a point of pride to not know who amongst my friends is circumcised, and then I like pause. And I'm like, never mind. I know if Adam's circumcised.
Don't look at me like that.
Would you like to know if Adam is circumcised?
No.
You're the only penis in our friend group I haven't seen.
Yeah. We're going to keep it that way.
We'll talk about it.
It's a conversation.
You can look when I'm in a casket.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, great. Now my friends are going to kill me.
just to see your dick.
Just get roofied.
It's not great.
What the fuck did Emma say yesterday? Fucking fuck. I can't even remember. Oh.
I have no idea.
Never mind. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Yep. All right. Well, that was a great one.
I was going to talk about how I drove around my high school parking lot with kids in my car, but fuck it.
Huh?
Yeah, I drove.
No, I
around-
feel like that's a thing that we need to talk. Like recently,
No, it was no. When I was a senior, no, because I was talking about I was a manager.
you should preface that.
It was still in high school. I was a senior in high school.
Okay, yeah, that should have been like the first thing.
I had a bunch of freshmen on my Pontiac Grand Am, and I was just driving around the parking lot pulling hard rights.
I knew a bunch of dumbasses in high school that when they ran out of space in the car to sit on laps and stuff, so one guy got in the trunk of a car and they got rear-ended. He didn't die, but
Why?
he's lucky.
I've
son of a
also
bitch.
gotten in the trunk of a car to go from point A to point B.
I've gotten in like trunks of cars, meaning like SUVs and stuff, like something that I could like sit up in, not like curl up in a ball and.
Be
So
complete
I
darkness
did
for-
this.
Yeah.
I did this twice. So I going from the dining hall freshman year to the dorms on like a weekend. I rode in one of my friends' trunks. It was like a Crown Vic, and I rode in the trunk. And then another night another morning, like we were going hiking and I was hung the fuck over. So hungover.
I think I was there for that one.
When I just rode in like
Yeah.
the fucking trunk of like an SUV.
Yeah.
That one was wild because we'd go to Lake
Argyle or
Argyle,
something like
yeah.
that,
Shannon wants to go hiking now, and actually, I did suggest going hiking. I already regret it. But
I
we
have,
want.
to, I have to run a 5K in like 6 days. So
We,
I've trained
are you
for
actually
it
going
one day.
to? Are you actually going to run?
I'm gonna do my best, yeah.
Okay.
But I found out I'm more of a short distance runner than a long distance. I have trouble keeping pace, but I will go and I'll start jogging, and next thing I know, I'm fucking sprinting, and I haven't registered that I've gotten faster, and then I'm dead tired and I'll walk. So literally, Morgan's time and my time are exactly the same. Morgan keeps pace and like only walks a little bit. I mostly walk, which that tells you anything of how fast I can run short distances. We have the same time.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that. I lift heavy things.
I want to run a marathon at some point in my life.
Yeah, you should
I'm
Start
uh,
working on that.
Well,
yeah.
maybe just do that later,
Morgan and I are like thinking about
or get
doing,
rid of that
like
goal.
training for 5.
Just scrap that one.
Morgan and I are planning on like maybe running a 5K every 2 months because her and I both haven't. Her and I have
That's a lot. How long? How many miles is a 5K?
3 point something.
3.17.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
That's literally running to the ice cream shop and back.
Yeah, because that makes that.
Yeah, because that.
I'm from around here.
Yeah. But no, her and I both.
you guys do?
Yeah. Her and I.
Are you lying? I feel like you're lying.
No, that's literally what we do.
Do you get ice cream?
Sometimes, yeah.
That sounds awful.
It's like 3.4 miles to get there and back. No, we both have struggles like when we don't have like a goal of sticking with it.
That's how human beings work. Yes.
So like I don't have like physical I want to get lose the belly fat, but I like can't. That's not a goal for me. Like that's not. I'm too competitive to do something like to have personal goals. I need to beat the fuck.
Maybe
out of
I need
someone.
a personal goal.
So
maybe.
Morgan and I are thinking about doing 5Ks, and then that
Way
way
less
we have
than me.
something to train for.
I do like want to start playing like park district volleyball. Like again, like that's something I want to do.
I just want to win some more gold medals.
I
Man.
don't have the desire to win any gold medals unless it's for shooting, and I'm not good enough at shooting for that.
I don't know, man. I have a weird desire that gold medals make me slightly happy. So
That is dopamine.
yeah, it's the only way I get it.
Okay.
And then if the heavy circles make me mad, then it sucks.
I have Jesus that makes me happy.
Well, that's an end to this.
God bless.
2/3 of this podcast don't agree with you, Nick. So
God bless all of you.
Nope.
Have a glorious day.
none of you are blessed.
Embrace Jesus in your life.
None of you are blessed because 2/3 of us don't agree with that.
I do.
Get fucked.
Embrace Jesus. Be happy.
I hate it here.